Let's look at the biggest draft bust of all time and see if it really is Zach Wilson or maybe it's someone else here. So I'm going to go, would you rather quarterbacks here for Zach Wilson or all of these busts that I have here? So the first one would be, would you rather have Zach Wilson or Ryan Leaf?
I have to go. I'm going to be nice and say Zach Wilson here. I think Ryan Leaf, he he had attitude issues. He had, I don't want to make fun of his personal issues, but he had personal issues as well. And he was just a cancer in the locker room. I don't think Zach Wilson had that same issue. I see flashes there. I would take Zach Wilson.
Okay. And then after that, we have probably the biggest bust of all time. When I think of NFL bust, I'm like, wow, what a bust this guy is. Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, I mean, at least Zach Wilson watches his tape, and he wasn't called Jabba the Hutt by Stephen A. Smith. So
Jabba the Hutt.
I'll take Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they gave this guy blank videotapes, and then they're like, "Oh, did you watch the film?" He was like, "Yeah, it was great film." And then after that, we have Matt Leinart.
Matt Leinart. I think I would take Matt Leinart in this situation. That Cardinal situation that he was in was pretty abysmal. I think his number one receiver was, he had Larry Fitzgerald, but outside of that, like his second option was Rashard Mendenhall.
Yeah.
Not beautiful. I would take Matt Leinart there.
Okay. And then after that, we have, let's go David Carr.
David Carr. I would take David Carr here because he has the record for most sacks in a season. He got sacked 77 times for that Houston team. And that was before they had some of those elite receivers. I would take David Carr. I think his career would have been spared elsewhere.
Okay. And then we have the cocaine crusader coming out of college here, Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. Yeah, I'll take Zach Wilson there. Johnny Manziel, he had another issue where he wasn't really watching his film. He had a very interesting party life. He would have been a good person to have a reality TV show for. I'll take Zach Wilson here.
Zach Wilson, yeah. Johnny Manziel seems like a guy who just should have gone straight out of college to hanging out with the Nelk boys. Like maybe if Nelk was a thing when he came out of college, I believe they've interviewed Johnny Manziel. He seems like he fits the realm of someone who's like a Bob Menery or Steiny and could probably be a more interesting co-host than someone like Steiny on that podcast. Why is he still there? Nelk, fire him. And then we have Blaine Gabbert.
Wow, Blaine Gabbert was pretty bad. Damn. I think I would take Blaine Gabbert though over Zach Wilson currently. I don't know. I don't see. I think they're both pretty bad, but I would take Blaine Gabbert.
Okay, and then a guy that no one knows why he was drafted.
I know where this is going.
Josh Whedon,
dude. Okay, well, the thing is I have to put Brandon Whedon above him because he should have never been drafted. He was 28 years old. He was older than. I think he was older than Aaron Rodgers at the time. Like, he was older than a majority of these quarterbacks. And, like, that was more on the Browns. The Browns should have never taken him to begin with. Or if they were going to take him in, like, the 7th round. But that dude was a fossil entering the league. He had no hope.
Yeah, so we've decided Zach Wilson, not the biggest bust of all time.
Not the biggest bust of all time, but
he's one of them.
He's in the top 10.